What's up, everybody? Tonight, people were lost and then they were found. So just welcome to the show of the Lost and Found. You're watching the after show for 911 here at AFTERBUZZ TV.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AFTERBUZZ TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Was that like a new beat to the intro?
Yes, yeah.
Did y'all peep that? I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was a little static. I thought it was all messing up. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 911 After Show. Tonight we are talking Season 3, Episode 3. Y'all like how we double, okay? Season 3, Episode 3. Tonight we're going to be talking about Maddie finding people who are in trouble. We're going to be talking about our queen, Athena, who just so happened to find Captain Ronnie Cooper. And not only that, Christopher was found, y'all. I see all these people was lost and found. And we're bringing you a new segment tonight. It's called The Craziest 911 Calls of All Time. They may not be of all time, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Before we get into all of that, I'm your host, Porchia Carter, and joining me is the wonderful Ricky Vitucci.
Yes, you said it right. Yes. Good job.
Courtney Allen.
Take a minute.
I've never said it wrong,
No,
actually.
you but everyone else does. That's
So
the
here
cool
we
thing.
guys, why don't you just welcome the people, let them know why you love this show so much, why you're here talking to us, you know.
I love this show because I love a little suspense. And I guess inside of me, I kind of, if I didn't want to do anything else in life, pursue either hosting or my acting, I would probably be a cop.
Really?
Yeah.
So when I said that, I was just, trying to have you have conversation.
No, I'm
on
serious.
The mic, and then you just dropped the bomb on us. I had no idea.
Right? That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
You went in deep.
I did.
So
I could
what's
see
up?
it, though.
Yeah. Right?
Cop?
I could see
Ricky
Yeah.
Vitucci?
Yeah. Officer Vitucci.
Open
the door.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like a sexy cop.
I can't be mean all the time.
No, that sounds like some,
It sounds
like
legit.
when husband and wife playing role play?
Yeah.
That sounds like some, who at the door?
That's my role usually.
That's my role usually.
That's like,
Open the door.
Oh my
who
gosh.
at the
Ricky.
door? Officer Vitucci. Wow.
I just came up. Oh, never mind.
What you got to say?
No,
Hold on.
I'm not gonna say it. I don't even. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, well, let's get you guys' overall thoughts for this show tonight.
Again, ladies first.
Oh well, I was a little disappointed. Not gonna lie, I thought it was a little. But it doesn't matter. Christopher was found, so I think
I got the
I'm
giggles.
just
I'm sorry.
content at that. I'm content with that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Happy that Chris is not dead. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on that I'm happy that people are safe, I guess. I mean, I don't really have much feeling for this episode, to be honest
I feel
with you.
nothing. Okay, I'm dead inside.
So,
I feel like they were
if y'all
stretching.
okay, so let's just put it on out here like that. Okay, so obviously our panel tonight, we being upfront and honest with y'all. We did not like tonight's episode. That's just flat. Clearly you see it from what's going on right here on this side of the panel. So let me just let y'all know. We didn't like it. We felt like overall, as a collective, maybe it's just me, but as a collective, I think, it was just a lot. It was a lot of filler. Like, it was a filler episode that had way too much feel. And I'm glad that they filled it with the type of stuff that they filled it with. They gave us insights on other characters and things of that nature. However, it was a lot, and it was a lot of what is going on, okay? So, right, first on the chopping block is your girl, Maddie. Maddie is at dispatch, a whole bunch of stuff going on. They got calls coming through, they regulating stuff. Then, somebody called from Wisconsin. So if you in LA and you get a 911 call from somebody in Wisconsin, you just like, what? How did you get my number? How did you get this dispatch? Because you done called the wrong people, but we are glad that we got that call from Wisconsin, because not only was it a very important call, it helped save a lot of lives tonight. Mm-hmm. Maddie was able to find out that it was some stuff going on at the Ocean's apartment that wasn't right. And, she just so happened to get in touch with a girl who had a drone, and they found these people. They did a lot. Y'all know what's up. Let's talk about this.
I
thoughts
think
on
it's
it?
crazy, the technology, what it can do. That's crazy that she was able to
Yeah.
fly that drone to that apartment complex.
No, it's not
That's
crazy.
amazing. That's amazing though, because
It's great. but
any
yeah.
other time, like how would they have done that? They were like, we're not sending anybody out, so technically it was the
Yeah,
fact
her
that
voice
the drone
was a real B-word tonight. She's usually always is, but yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was just cool that the drone was able to
saved some
be an assistance,
lives.
to
Yeah.
save lives.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not that big of a deal.
And what about you, Ricky? How did you feel about Maddie and finding these other people and all of that?
I mean, you know, I like Maddie because she's always trying her best. She's always doing her best. She's always trying to go around corners. And
Yeah.
she's always, you know, like, it doesn't matter what's going on. She never gives up until she knows that it's either that the person is gone or, you know, even when the call gets cut, like, she still finds ways to save people's lives. She's like Buck.
Yeah, she's super committed.
She's super committed.
Yeah,
they
both
both
of
love
them.
their jobs.
Their parents are probably dope.
Yeah, and Maddie was so gung-ho this whole time about Buck not being there. She was excited just to find out he's in there. But yeah, in this first saving, I like the fact that the drone was able to see that people are passed out. I just want to know, did y'all notice that when they were saving the people from the gas leak that was happening, when they went there, got them, when they was saving the people and they was driving out and they ran into that extra crowd of people, did y'all know that the extra crowd of people that they ran into, Christopher was in that crowd?
Yes.
They had no idea.
Oh, really?
They had no idea because
I had no idea.
Well, yeah.
no, because at the end when they were opening all the mail
Oh,
trucks,
yeah.
Christopher and the lady carrying him came out the mail truck.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yep.
And that's
Yep.
what that
And it's
moment.
just like, y'all missed Christopher this whole time, the whole 118. Like, how did y'all not piece two and two together? But maybe they didn't see everybody because it's just like a crowd of people, so many people. I know he wasn't at the apartment, but it was like when they were driving, they ran into a crowd of people who were still suffering from the pier and everything that was going on there. And so I'm thinking like he must have been in that crowd with the lady, and then because they came up out the mail truck, like Chim driving them around, didn't even know that was Eddie's son this whole time. Crazy, right?
She was shielding him like a baby, you know. He because even Athena saw him too. Remember when she ran into that lady and we were like, "What was that look about?"
Saw who?
The lady. She had Christopher when they started speaking. She started speaking. She was muchas gracias, and she had Christopher then too.
Shut up, really?
Really? What?
You guys, remember you were like, "What was that look for?" She was looking back at Athena, and y'all were like, "What was that look for? That means something." But she had Christopher then.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
I didn't know that then.
Yeah.
That was the same lady?
That was the same lady. That's what that moment was. That was Christopher the whole
Thanks.
time.
Thanks for opening up my eyes on some more stuff because I didn't peep that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
I
it was.
peeped that they somehow, got into the mail trucks, but they were that group of people that stopped them
When they were like,
when they were on the
my
way.
wife is missing. Yeah, that was the lady.
Oh.
That was the lady.
Cause yeah, wow.
You guys are funny.
Wow.
They're like,
No,
why is
for
she being
real.
weird?
No, she was being real weird.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why she, just standing there looking like that? They could have showed us Christopher.
Yeah.
They ain't have to do us like that. Well, he was covered or something? I don't
Was
even
she-
No, I
remember,
think
she was holding him like he was a baby.
Yeah.
So
That's
it was,
crazy.
it was almost like he
Athena
was
didn't
knocked
even know
out.
that was him either.
And I was about to be like, is that kid okay? Because he wasn't moving, so I thought she was gonna ask for help. but-
Dang, none of us knew that was him. Wow.
Mhm.
Here we are. So, yeah, that happened with that. Okay. Wow. So,
I wonder if anybody else missed it. Well, now you know.
I missed it because I'm like, how did these people get to? But remember, Athena was telling everybody like, y'all just go to the hospital or go to the shelter. Somebody gonna help y'all out.
Yeah.
And I think that whole tribe that was walking, they was walking aimlessly. They didn't know where they was going. So
Yeah.
that was that. Well, guys, so we not only have 911 here, but we have a ton of other shows. Ricky, why don't you tell them how they can stay in tune with us?
We just want to say thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And without you lovely people, there would be no us. So I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Since you're watching this right now, and if you have not already, please click the subscribe button. Like this video, comment below, and let us know your thoughts. Anything that you would like us to see that we're not currently doing, or if you just want to share the love, that's awesome too. And if you're listening to this as well on our podcast, please rate us 5 stars, and we love you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for helping us become the ESPN of TV talk. Much love, much love. Speaking of love, the person that we love the most, our Queen Athena, we will not be having our Queen Bassett moment this episode. However, we about to talk about Athena right now because she did her thing, per usual. So Athena done rallied up the team. She made sure her people was at home safe. What's up? She done rallied up the team. She dispatching people. She like, you know what, y'all find anybody who doing anything, you know, greater than a misdemeanor, and y'all rack them up. She's, you know, making sure everybody good. She done found the pest, it's not pest, animal.
Pet rescue.
Yeah,
people.
Pet. That's what I meant, not pest. Pet animal rescue team. They was breaking in people's houses, stealing people's animals.
That wasn't a legit pet rescue team.
What?
You don't think so?
I don't think it was a legit one.
No,
you saw what they called themselves?
Athena found them, and they was on some fishy stuff, and she saw that they was on some fishy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a little fishy, but they were.
So what you think they were?
The ASPCA.
It doesn't matter. They were freelancers. They were rescuing.
They had their own
breaking
company
into people's houses.
They weren't breaking. They were just going inside. I feel like I would have been grateful.
Just going inside, that's breaking and entering.
But it was a state of emergency. I feel like things are a little
that's still
different.
loitering. You can't walk into
You would be happy if someone came in and saved your dog if your back door was open, though, wouldn't you? Like if your
But
dog.
there's nothing going on in my house to save them from.
Facts.
Okay, so where was everybody then?
They were.
Why was everybody's pet stranded?
I don't know.
The people was probably was at the pier.
Yeah. Maybe they're swimming still.
Stop it, Ricky.
You did bring up a good point, though.
Because ain't nobody swimming. Them people was butt hurt, okay? But anyway, so on the rest of Queen Athena's findings, she just so happened to find Captain Ronnie Cooper, who was missing from the team, the 136. Now, just a little background about Captain Ronnie. So we had this thing where Eddie was saving this couple who was getting a divorce off the Ferris wheel. They went to the pier just to have their last hoorah Ferris wheel ride before their divorce. The ex-wife in advance took the divorce papers up there. She ready to sign them, blase. And so that shebang happens with the first wave. Now, the first person up there to save them was, I believe her name was Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Bosco is up there, and she's the only person from the 136 up there because they all got separated. Everybody was gone, and she finds out, I guess via walkie-talkie, what that was. Somebody let them know. Somebody let them know that everybody in her team was found, but the captain. And she found that out after they saved Max and his ex-wife. He signs a divorce paper when they come pick them up because he done bust his whole head, and he, dang near paralyzed at this point. But yeah, they take him, they find him. She has this little moment with Eddie, and Eddie just like, no, you gotta go home because your ribs broke. She like, no, I gotta find my captain. Nobody know what a captain is. Everybody think captain dead. So back to Athena. Athena just so happened to hear somebody banging on cars. She don't know what's going on. She just, walked around to cars that's piled on top of cars, and she sees Captain Ronnie Cooper with a truck on his arm. And she had to amputate that mug. Let's talk about
And that's when I checked out.
You legitimately
checked out. I couldn't watch it. It was more like I didn't want to hear him scream.
Well, he was.
Ooh.
I give her a lot of credit for being able to take
was brave.
Scissors, whatever that was, and to cut the rest of his arm off. That takes some balls, and excuse my language, and a strong stomach.
What's wrong with balls?
I don't know if I could say that.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say what I was gonna say earlier.
Look, balls is not a bad word. It ain't never been a bad word.
No.
People play with balls all day. Look, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday. There was so many people sitting around all these TVs watching men play with balls. Okay, that's all they wanted to do. Baseballs, basketballs, footballs. Okay, look, balls is not a bad word. However, I get what you said, but it did take her a lot of whatever she.
I'm playing with mine right now.
It did take her. It took her a lot, okay, to, pull it together. She just so happens to break into somebody's house, find the shears and the little liquor because he said get alcohol, but he wasn't specific about what alcohol. So she brought out some vodka. Oh. Was it vodka?
Yeah, yeah. It was some Russian vodka.
Yeah, she brought it out. She sterilized the shears with it, and she got to sawing off the rest of his arm. Now, he did the first part himself, though. With the truck, he was like the belt took it off or something like that. So yeah, this is why we love Athena so much. This is why she is our queen, and this is why we even had the Queen Basset moment that we probably will continue next week. But yeah, because she's just so amazing, and she saved this man's life. Who knows? Like, the people were not coming fast enough. So who knows what could have happened had she not finished the amputation. Yeah. He probably, would have bled out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she, amputated it and then tied it up so where it could stop the bleeding, Yeah. She did her due diligence, and she's so amazing.
Per usual.
Shout out to her. I feel like I just did a Queen Basset moment. Yeah. I just did. But there we are with that. All hail to the queen.
It's okay.
It's okay. I can't help it. She's amazing. I can't help it. So, speaking of amazing, Buck is amazing, and he don't even know it. He don't even know it. So
I second that.
The show opened up with Buck still can't find Christopher. He was going through it. A lot was happening. He was negating the fact that he was all bruised up and cut up and hurt because he was doing everything in his power to find this boy. He couldn't find him nowhere. And towards the end, he just so happens to call Maddie. That was his last hope. Like, let me call Maddie. She like, because he ended up seeing Eddie. So she like, you need to tell Eddie right now, what happened. And he like, no. So she like, well, I'm going to come do it. We going to come find this boy. So she get off the phone with him. He just so happens to run into Eddie. And in the middle of him trying to explain to Eddie what happened, Christopher get off the mail truck with baby girl. How did y'all feel about that moment?
I was happy. That he's such a cute little kid.
It was such a relief.
That he's okay. And he was like, the whole time he was like, where's Buck? He was asking for Buck the whole time.
And Buck was asking for Christopher.
Christopher is sharp. He's so sharp.
He's a smart kid.
I feel like Eddie was, I don't know. I was like, he's handling this well. When he was like kind of like starting to tell him, I felt like, I don't know, it was weird.
No, he was listening, and he was literally at the point of like the brink of tears. Like tears was welling up in his eyes. Like he didn't know what to think. He didn't know what to think, and I didn't know what Buck was about to say.
I would have started
because he told Maddie that Christopher was gone, and I'm like, go. I'm like, if y'all kill this boy off, I'm done with this after show. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, y'all kill Christopher off. I'm not watching the show no more. I'm sorry. Can't do it because y'all just can't do them like that. Y'all can't break. No.
Well, you thought he was going to die, Ricky, didn't you?
Yes.
He thought.
Why did you think he was going to die?
A handicapped kid and a tsunami hits. He has a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's true.
He can't even walk. How the hell is he supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
And he didn't have his glasses.
He didn't have his glasses.
So he couldn't see, couldn't walk. That was a miracle.
Yeah,
I wonder how that happened, though. I wonder what the process of him getting saved was.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not wrong for thinking that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You ain't wrong for thinking it, but you ain't have to count him all the way out like that.
I was just...
You counted him all the way out, okay?
I thought he was going to die, yes.
You don't believe in miracles.
He's like, the odds are not in his favor.
The odds are not in his favor.
Ricky, you don't believe in miracles, and that is evident, okay?
And you call yourself a cop.
And you want it to be a cop.
You want to be a cop.
That's why I'm not one.
Okay? Because when they was at the Ferris wheel, Bobby got on the phone, and he called whoever he called, and he was like, yo, I need a miracle. I need it ASAP. And they sent that miracle. Okay?
It was a
They
helicopter.
that was the miracle.
Yeah.
How else was homeboy gonna get his broke neck self up off that thing? Like he was out of there.
He was done.
How else was he? He wasn't about to jump with them because they had to jump for safety. Where was he gonna jump at? Okay, the water would have caught that neck.
I was annoyed when she actually pulled out the divorce papers. Did that bother anybody else?
I was annoyed too. I was annoyed with the whole situation. I'm just like, you sitting here begging this lady to get on this Ferris wheel with you. You talking about we could probably work this out. I just need a sign, blase, blase. She don't want nothing to do with nothing of you.
She was being mean.
She was like not having it, and I was not having her attitude. See somebody out here trying to work it out, and you don't want no parts.
I mean, but hold
we
on
don't know
one
what
second,
he did.
though.
That's what I was like, baby.
But I don't think it matters what he did. They were both clearly said okay to sign these divorce papers. Why go on the Ferris wheel? Why?
Because he wasn't ready. He was trying to persuade her. He was trying to persuade her that they could work out.
Well, it's her fault for going then, if she was annoyed. If I'm about to sign divorce papers, I'm not going on a Ferris wheel with my soon-to-be ex-wife.
They're like, why are we meeting at the pier?
Why are we meeting at the pier? Like, no, let's meet at the lawyer's office. Let me sign these papers, and let's get it over with.
And then we both wouldn't be injured.
Exactly.
We'd be alive.
You'd be all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be paralyzed.
I just thought it was awkward that even happened. Like, she didn't
Really
have to pull
awkward.
him out. But anyway.
But y'all know what was a really dope scene? The scene of him catching the wave on his phone. Like, I was like, wow. Like, he's recording it and it's happening. And it's just like, the way that they shot that was just like, wow. Cool. Like, if somebody ever needed to know what a tsunami hitting the pier looked like, they just got to Google that.
Yeah.
They go on Google and they're going to have his phone image of what happened.
It's scary.
It was really scary.
This is where we live, though.
I'm not going to the pier. I'm not going. But
think about it.
But look, at this point, the way these hurricanes been, you need to just be safe by any types of water, okay? Anybody's of water. Don't be out here purling on the beach too long, okay? You never know these days, but we ain't gonna speak the never knowing, okay? Speaking of never knowing, that brings us to our new special segment.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a new special segment. What's up, y'all? So it's called The Craziest 911 Calls. And tonight,
they
we
found
me. Oh, look.
Oh my God.
First of all, these 911 calls are real 911 calls, okay? So we're going to let Courtney take this one away. Let them know.
Really excited to do this one because it's absolutely ridiculous. So, a 70-year-old man in Canada called 911. Actually, it was a couple days ago, so this was really recent because he was trying to nap. And his Amber Alert would not stop going off, so he felt the need to call 911 as if it was some sort of emergency that he couldn't get another nap in at 70 years old.
He needs all the naps he can get.
What? That is crazy.
Don't be bothering the police.
I mean, I feel it. Not the 911 call, but
I
I
don't
feel
it.
that I
you
know
call
I
it
feel
911 on an Amber Alert.
No, I'm saying I feel the annoyance of the Amber Alert, not calling 911. But when the Amber Alert goes off, I'd be like, again.
Or turn off your phone. It's as simple as that.
I mean, but Amber Alerts are important.
I know.
They are.
I understand.
Muy importante. Like, all you gotta do is look at it. If you done seen this car, you done seen this person, you done seen some, say something. Well, actually.
Or call them up. Call 911.
That is selfish, though.
Call.
Taking up time.
It's kind of like,
for somebody to answer the phone.
To sleep.
Yeah. So he ended up getting arrested.
He got arrested?
Yes, he got arrested.
No way.
For calling 911?
Yeah, isn't that like, that's a thing. Like, it's a, what is it? I forget the like term for it, but when you call 911 and waste their time.
Hold on, you ain't telling us
they take
that.
action, yeah.
This man got arrested?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
they're probably going to release him and just, but they're like.
So he going to get fined for calling 911 on the Amber Alert?
Maybe.
Talking about crazy. Now, that's just flat out stupid.
I know.
This whole situation, that's flat out stupid.
Stupid.
I'm not calling him stupid, but that whole thing was stupid.
Yep.
The whole idea.
That makes me wonder, like, how many more other crazy calls are out there, though. Like, there's got to be so many crazy ones. I'm going to look it up when I get home. I'm going to Google all of them.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you next week.
We done seen a lot of crazy on 911. They just, it's just been on the show. However, I went to the screening for, the FYC event for 911, and Ryan Murphy literally said that the one when the baby, excuse me, I had to
burp.
Yeah, excuse me. The one where the baby was stuck in the pipe. Yeah. He said that one was true. He said
what?
He said that happened before. Like, even though the show is, scripted, they write it from a lot of real stories. Wow. He said the one with the baby in the pipe, that was true. The one remember when Chimp got the pole in his head, that was true. Oh. It was a firefighter who had a pole in his head, went back to work 2 weeks later. Like, wow. That was true. And then it was another one he said that happened, but he was like, a lot of them do come from real stories.
Wow.
The baby in the pipe was one of the craziest ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine. You had your baby and you flushed the baby down the toilet. Like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And how did the baby get down the toilet?
No, because
how did the baby make it through the pipe?
Because it was a.
Yeah, so there we are with that. Anyway, so guys, it is time for predictions.
Woohoo!
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
I don't know.
Why don't you give us some predictions for the upcoming episodes or next episode or whenever?
Okay, here's my prediction. Eddie and Rhonda. What is her character name again? Lena?
Bosco. Yeah. Lena.
Yep.
Lena Bosco. Yeah. Please don't say they're going to be a love interest.
They are not a love interest. I just think that she's being introduced into the show as a new firefighter and will eventually come on to the 118.
You think so?
Since her captain is hurt, and I think so.
I disagree. I think she will be a love interest. I don't think it's going to last. I think it's going to be quick. I think it's going to be quick. But technically, him and his wife, well, never mind. Yeah, it was still a lot. I was going to say they weren't married, and they were still going through their...
They were married. They were separated, and they were going to get divorced, but then he was going to propose to her again, and then they were going to get divorced again, and then she died.
But everything was really rocky. Everything was up in the air. Their relationship was not consistent. So I wouldn't be too sad and think he did her wrong or he was moving too fast if he slowly eased into it.
I just don't think that is anything that he's going to entertain.
What are your predictions?
Well, based on the previews, I think someone's going to die next week. I think it's going to be one of the people in the car. I hope not, but I just felt like that's where it was going.
A lot of people died these past 3 weeks, okay? I'm about sick of people dying at this point, but it's 911. I get it. People die.
I think one of those
people die on this show. Yeah, okay. Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So my predictions, I'm still hoping for Maddie's pregnancy. And, yeah, I love how the Nash family is going well. I don't know. It's just something about the way May attitude been a little bit. That got me a little scared of what she gonna do next, because her mama at the end was like, Maddie, come sit with us at the table. And she was all in her phone. And y'all know how when people be all in their phone at them ages, it be a little weird sometimes. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but something in the family just, not sitting well in my spirit in these upcoming things. But yeah,
that was a good call.
I love them, and I still think Maddie's gonna get pregnant. Those are my predictions. So guys, why don't you tell them where they can find you until the next episode?
You can find me at Ricky Vitucci on all social media platforms.
And you can find me at Courtney Ray Allen on social media.
And I'm Porchia Carter. You can find me everywhere at Porchia Carter.
Bye guys, see you next week.
Go Yankees!
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.